Welcome everybody back to the Gaming Corner. My name is Matt, and today we are going to talk about what games I picked up from Respawn Retro Gaming out in Fond du Lac. So, first things first, I like to say help support your local retro store. I'm going to show a little B-rollage here of the inside from Fond du Lac. When we were up there yesterday, my son and Tony were working on trying to fix a Sega CD Model 1. So I took a little bit of time to capture just a little bit of video footage inside the store. Tony was okay with that, so we're going to put that in the little B-roll here so you guys get an idea. Naturally, I started off at the Genesis section because I had to start off there. But I hope you guys like what you see in this little B-roll footage. Me and my daughter were talking, joking around, so I have to mute that part because we were doing jokes you shouldn't be doing because she kept farting. And that's her in the background. But as you can see from the footage here, he does have a very good selection of games. His Genesis selection, I would love it to be a heck of a lot larger, but that's just me because I like Genesis. But you can see PS3, Xbox. I mean, he's got some great selections here. All right, let's get into what I picked up over there. So, as most of you know, I am a huge Sega fan, so I do look for a lot of Sega games. But I also play on the PC. I have a Windows XP PC built up that I play older games on. One of these days I might actually try to either build a Windows 98 one again or I'll try to buy one. But let's show you what we picked up. So the first two games I'm going to show, I do not have any gameplay footage of because I have my XP machine right now is not hooked up out here. Not while I've been doing that stuff over there and everything else, so it's kind of down. But first game I picked up for the PC is Madden 2000. For $2.99, I had to grab it. I got to put it in, I got to test it out, make sure this one works. It should, because I have Madden 99. That one works fine, so this one should also. This next game, after playing Diablo 3 on my 360 for a little bit and enjoying it, I went and I bought Diablo 2, the remake that they did on the Xbox Series, or it might have been Xbox One originally. You can get it on PlayStation 4 too, where they did a remake of it. And I've been looking at Diablo 1, because that would be the last one I would need, because Diablo 4 right now is on Game Pass, so I can play that whenever at the moment. But he had a copy of Diablo 1 there for PC. This is the only one I'm not sure if it's going to work on my XP machine. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. This will stay in the collection, because I'm not worried about that, because I'll just pick it up on GOG later. I know that one will work, but we're going to see if this one works later. I will do a follow-up video for this and for one other game that I picked up that I haven't shown yet. But I'll do a follow-up video on this one, Madden, and another PC game that I've been dying to get my hands on. Alright, that ends off the PC stuff. We are going to move over to the Xbox, the OG Xbox. I picked up a couple games for that finally. These are disc-only games. So I will have to work on getting boxes for them later, but that's not a big deal. Now, this first game, I heard a lot of great things about. And when you get to see the gameplay footage come up here in a minute, yeah, it's well worth it. And that is Dark Angel. This game, I heard a lot of great things about. I heard it was really well done. It's a great beat 'em up. Watch from the gameplay footage. I was having a blast. I played the game for I don't even know how long. I was just having a lot of fun in it. It is a really good beat 'em up, and it works great on the Xbox 360. It is backward compatible on the 360. Looks really great on there, and as you can see from the gameplay footage, I was having a blast. Only thing that was annoying me was the guy kept calling me on the frickin' phone thing, and he was getting annoying. Kind of reminded me of GTA 4. Hey, cousin, let's go bowling! It reminded me of that. This next game. I thought I had a CD version of this game already, complete in box. I went over my Xbox games. It's not in there, so I must have bought the digital one. According to my Xbox 360, I don't have it. I have it on the Xbox One. On the Xbox Series X, though. And I double-checked, and it does say I own it. So I don't know what's going on with the 360, with the store getting ready to close and all that, something goofy. But It is Ninja Gaiden. Now, this is just the regular Ninja Gaiden. This is not the Black Edition. I have the Black Edition on the Xbox Series X. So I should have it on a 360 also, but not a big deal. I don't think much is needed to be said about this game. If you're an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, all that, it is on. It's a different version of the Ninja Gaiden game. It's a Sigma or whatever they call it, which just was re-released again. It's a great game. It's hard as hell. It's a lot of fun. Definitely well worth the money. It's one of those that if you do not have, since it is backward compatible on the Xbox Series X, you should be able to get it at any point. It is one that I do recommend getting. Get the Black Edition because it is extremely, extremely well done. Unless you can get the 3-pack that they did for the remake at a cheaper price, then just get that one. Alright, this last one. You might have remembered in one of my other videos, if you saw it on the PlayStation 2, in one of those mystery bags that Tony made for me, he had Flat Out 2 inside there. And I want to get both Flat Out 1 and 2 for both the PlayStation and the OG Xbox. Well, one down, one to go. He had Flat Out 1. You want some great, fun, derby-style racing games? These are the ones to get. I went in just a quick race in here in the gameplay that you're watching right now. This is a lot of fun. It's another game that looks great on the 360. I really want to compare it to the computer version of the game to see which one actually looks better, because, man, the 360 was kicking butt with the way it looks. Played great, ran great, smooth as hell. Well worth it. Alright, so that is it for the Xbox games. We're going to turn our attention over to the unit of my choice. If you can see in the background back here, the two Genesises I got running. This one right here that I'm pointing at is the Japanese version with the Mega CD. That one's the American one. You can tell they're both on right now, so I'm just making sure the batteries are charged up for the Sega CDs. They are rechargeable batteries, so that's why I'm doing that. The Sega CD was fine, but I figured I'll just turn it on anyways just to let it charge up some. But, speaking of my favorite units, the Genesis. Oh yeah, and there's a third Genesis right there. There's actually a fourth one too, way back behind the TV, right about where my finger's pointing. That little bump up right there, that's another Genesis, believe it or not. I got 4 of them in this house. Alright, enough talking, time to show. Something I've been after for a while. Tony had one sitting there in Respawn Retro Gaming. When I went up there to pick up the other 2 games I'm going to show, he's got one more and I'm still after right now. I couldn't resist. I had to buy this, and it is a 6-button arcade stick. I've been after one of these for a while. I used to have these. I had to get one again. Bad part with my carpal tunnel that I have in both hands. This thing hurts to use, but damn did I want it, because this is excellent on fighting games. It's also really great on shoot 'em ups. So I had to get this back, especially with the fact that it's got turbo. Hell yeah. And this thing works great. The gameplay footage you're about to see coming up, I used that on it to make sure it worked. Alright, game number 1 that I had him holding for me. I've actually never owned this one in my life. I owned the first one, not the second one. At least not the physical one. It's on some of the other stuff that Sega's released, like the minis and stuff, so it's on those. But it is ToeJam and Earl, Panic on Funkotron. I never owned this game. Now, as most of you know, I'm very anal about my Genesis games. I do like them complete in box. This one is not, so I'll have to work on getting the manual later. No big deal. This so far is a lot of fun. I'm liking this one. You can see by the gameplay here, it's beautiful graphics. I mean, it is downright gorgeous. The graphics are great in this game. I'm not that far in it. I just tested out to make sure it worked. It does. Beautiful graphics. The game is very simple to understand. I'm sure it's going to be like the original ToeJam and Earl, where it's going to have its parts where it's going to be driving me crazy. But, well worth getting. The last game. And this is one that I had to get. This one is a lot of fun. I love the ability to combine the rings for this game. And it is known as Jewel Master. Like that artwork too. That artwork on this one I think is quite gorgeous. This is another game. It's only game and cart, no manual, so I have to get a manual for it. That's easy enough to pull off now. I found somebody who redoes manuals, so. But this is a lot of fun. I believe this is on one of the Sega Minis. I think it's on the Mini 2, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. I'd have to double check. But this is well worth it. This game is a blast to play. It's a nice another running gun, you could call it, because that's basically what it is. It is well worth it. It is a lot of fun. Joys of having kids up when you're doing videos. Hey Lizzie, are you tired?
No.
Go to bed.
You got to bed.
I didn't go to work today, so I'm not tired. As you can see from that gameplay footage there, me and my daughter messing around. The game is gorgeous. Again, it's a great running gun game. You can combine the rings. I was having a blast on this one. I'm going to be popping this back in later to play it again. It's a great, great game. If you get a chance to try that one, either through, this is something that, you know, most of us game collectors, I don't know if I'm a game collector, but I am a gamer. I do collect the games, but it's not in the same sense that most do. I just love having them. Does it make me a collector? Maybe it does. I don't know. Who cares? I love having the games. I love being able to play whatever the hell I want. But if you get a chance to play Jewel Master, either through an emulator or something, give it a shot. I think it's a great game. If you like games like Gunstar Heroes and that, you'll probably like Jewel Master also. Gunstar Heroes is more chaotic, a lot more fast action than what this one is, but I think you will love it. Alright, that leaves us with one more thing when I talk about trying to complete stuff in box. I went through, Tony does have some manuals there. He has cover artwork too that he's selling. I didn't find anything in that one I wanted. But I did find the manual for Sonic and Knuckles. So now my Sonic and Knuckles game is complete. This is what I needed. I'll check out my other Sonic games. I think I might be missing the manual for number 3 yet. But I had to get this one. He has one other manual that I need to check. My son thinks I'm missing that one for my Master System games. If I am, I'll be grabbing that one when I go up there next week. But now my Sonic and Knuckles game is complete. The only bad part is it's not in the original box, because that was a cardboard box. I have it in a I think it's almost an old VHS tape box. Here, I'll show you. So I put the Sonic and Knuckles game in this box. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger than your normal Genesis boxes. Just by touch, it opens up differently. I don't know if it was a Nintendo box or what, but at least the game fits in here perfectly. Now I can just set the manual in there. And I can now close it up and it can have a complete in-box version of Sonic and Knuckles. Booyah!
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 Alright, that is it for this video. Stay tuned for some more. I am still planning on doing some live streaming today, but I got to work on a drawing for my daughter. So that might take over presence of me live streaming today, because I do want to live stream some Barbie. We'll find out if I get that far.
I'm a Barbie girl!
In a Barbie world! Do you know any more of the song, Liz?
Wrap me in plastic, it's fantastic, you can brush me hair and touch me everywhere.
I don't think that was the word, but it's close enough. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little episode, and we will see you in the next one.